Alright, what's up? I'm Jamie, aka Dracula, and today I'm doing another tier list video. I've done Tyler the Creator of the Kanye West, and today I wanted to do Gorillaz. Gorillaz is one of my favorites. Their art influences me, their music influences me. It's probably one of my favorite bands, I guess you can say, because it's not a real band. It's just one dude, I think, with just mad collaborators, you know what I mean? But so yeah, I wanted to do their discography. Before I start though, I want to explain how I go about doing this. It's two things: narrative and art direction. So with narrative, how much does the cover art connect to the musical content? If you could change the cover art, would it make any difference to the album experience itself? And with art direction is just the execution of the art itself. Is it pleasing to look at, or is it unpleasing to look at, depending on the artist's intention? Alright, so with that out the way, let's start. Their debut, their self-titled Gorillaz, and I'm going to put this in an A tier. It's a really cool picture. It's a nice drawing, you know, just establishing who the characters are. There's not a lot going on in the backgrounds or anything. I like it a lot though. It's nothing insane, but it's a really good and iconic piece of art. So yeah, I think an A is fair. All right, next is Gorillaz. This is their G sides. I'm pretty sure it's called, yeah, G sides. I'm going to put this also in the A. You know what, I think I'll change my mind, to be honest. I think I would put this one in B, and I will put this one in A. This one I like more. It has a lot more going on. Noodle is like my second favorite character. Murdoch's my first. Noodle's second. Tootie's third. Russell's fourth. But yeah, I like how there's way more going on in it. You know, it's a lot more interesting to look at. So yeah, I would put that one in A. So with Demon Days, I would put Demon Days in S. Just based off of how iconic it is. But one thing that I've noticed, that there's not a lot of narrative going on. It's just purely art direction, which is fine because this is them kind of establishing kind of who they are and what they are, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think the Demon Days cover is really iconic. It reminded me of something like a Beatles or something like that, like something they would do. All right, next we have this cover art, False Gods. I'm gonna put this in B. It's not a lot going on in it or anything. It's just a close-up of this picture. It's cool though. I like the narrative because they talk about false god and idols, and you know, Gorillaz as a concept is a commentary on celebrities and Hollywood and things of that nature. So there is some narrative behind this cover art, but it's just kind of like just a close-up to a face. So it's okay, it's pretty okay. Plastic Beach is next. I'm gonna put this in S. This is probably their best cover because of the narrative and the art direction. I'm pretty sure I have to find pictures to make sure, but I don't think this is a drawing or like a painting. Like, this is a real sculpture of the Plastic Beach that's in the cover art. Something else they did that was really cool also is that they had multiple versions of the Plastic Beach cover art for each way that they released the album. So yeah, and then the narrative, the whole album is about the characters of Gorillaz on this Plastic Beach or whatever. So it's a good like setting type cover art. You know, it brings you into the world of what you're going to be, you know, getting used to, or what you're going to be listening to, stuff like that. So I think it's a good cover art. All right, next is The Fall. I'm gonna put this one in. Oops. I'm gonna put this one in. I'm gonna put it in B tier. It's a really good drawing. I really like the drawing. It's just kind of boring. The colors don't really pop or anything. They're not really like super expressive or anything. But it makes sense. I'm pretty sure that this album was released as like not a deluxe, but like a throwaway type album. I think Untitled, Unmastered. You know what I mean? During the tour. So I think the cover art kind of reflects that. So yeah, but not a lot going on in it. I like the art direction though. Jamie Hewlett is a genius with drawing, so anything that he draws is gonna be really good. Like, if I don't think anything is going to be lower than a C, because just his drawing just carries a lot of like narrative in art direction already. So he has their cover arts are really iconic already. And this one is the one that I would say is the C. I'm not 100% sure even what this is from. I've seen it before, and I've watched a video on it, but I do not 100% know what that is. But cover art is kind of just boring to me. It doesn't really have that Jamie Hewlett, you know, Gorillaz feel, besides like the kind of like something that Jamie Hewlett is really like, that I feel is really noticeable with his art, is the way that he draws noses and mouths, you know. You can kind of see that on this monkey in this cover, but yeah, it's not that interesting. I like every single other cover more than this one. But the other one that I like more, but I'm still iffy with, is this one, Humans. I do not really like this cover. The weird 3D real life models of them, and it's like a recreation of the Demon Days cover. I don't know, doesn't really hit. I wish that if they was to do something 3D, that they just did something completely different, and you know, not try to recapture the Demon Days, because I'm gonna just instantly try to compare the two, and Demon Days is by far the better cover. So I just think they kind of shot themselves in the foot doing a 3D version of it, because no, it just doesn't hit. Yeah, they should have just did something completely different if they were gonna do 3D, because yeah, it doesn't look good to me. The Now, I'm going to put in A. I really like the colors on that one. Actually, I'm putting B. I really like the colors on that one, but it's not a lot of narrative. It's just a cool drawing. I'm a big fan of like really harsh inks, you know, and like harsh blacks on drawings and stuff like that. It's nothing crazy though. It's just a drawing of, I think that's 2D with a guitar, so it's nothing that's like insane, but it's a good drawing. So I would put it in B. No narrative behind it, because I think that I'm not 110% sure. I have to re-listen to the Now, but I don't really, this cover art isn't reminding me what the album's narrative is about. So yeah, moving on, the Song Machine. I'll put the Song Machine, I'll also put it in a B. It's cool. It's like a quirky little cover art. I like the colors in it. I like how it looks. I like his design in it. I don't know, it's missing that signature Gorillaz feel. Something about it doesn't really feel like Gorillaz. It just feels like another cover art. You know what I mean? And then Cracker Island, I really like the Cracker Island. I would put that in the A. I think it perfectly kind of tells what the album is about. It's about that cult stuff. Like, I think it's like during the whole album, like Murdoch got themselves involved in a cult or something like that. And you could kind of see like it's something like that going on with the album cover, and the art in general is fire. You know what I mean? So I think that's a good listing right there. So yeah, let me know if you would change anything. Let me know if you like this. Let me know if you think it's bad. Yeah. Oh, and comment other artists that have some cool cover arts that I haven't talked about, or you haven't seen me do anything with, or anything like that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe.